Okay.
I took
What was it again?
car sales.
Okay.
I actually seen a newspaper ad. That's how old I am.
Okay.
Right? Newspaper ad, and I was going to Fresno State at the time. And it was like, I think I was going to Fresno State, either Merced or Fresno State, and $2,000 a month guarantee, right? To me, when you're 18, 19, I'm like, that's so much money.
Of course.
2,000, I can definitely make it. So long story short, yeah, like you said, I picked up a ton of knowledge. Matter of fact, my first training consisted of sitting in there and watching Grant Cardone tapes. I was watching old VHS. Back then?
No way.
Grant Cardone. So my sales manager was a big Grant Cardone guy.
Okay, cool.
But got some great sales training. They had some, they invested in staff. But long story short, I fell into sales and I fell in love with it. I've seen that same thing like for you. It was the money that you can make. And then later on that, hey, I can take these skills that I've learned even at a W-2 sales job and use those skills in a way that gives me as much freedom as I want. A lot of W-2 jobs, you can work as hard as you want and your hourly still your hourly, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it at 17, right? Or maybe if there's someone that's 17, 18, 19, 20, what was it that motivated you to start like a business, right? Even network marketing or whatever. What was it that made you take that leap of faith?
But also, again, what they painted, right? Residual income, having time and money together. I never heard that concept before.
So break that down for someone, time and money.
Yeah, look, most people chase dollars, right? Most people chase dollars. If you quit your job today, you get one paycheck, maybe two, depending when your salary got cut off, and that's it. You know what I mean? Some get lucky to get a Rolex after 30, 40 years of service, maybe a little pension or something. But most people, that's it. And they're trading hours for dollars, right? Time for money, time for money.
Yeah.
What I learned at 17 is either invent something, write a book, make a song that people will listen to 10, 15 years from today, and you can make royalties and money that way, or movies and stuff like that. I wasn't that creative. I wasn't that talented, and as good looking as I think I am, modeling wasn't an option for me either. So I was like, well, I'll try selling. And honestly, I was a shy person. I pretty much am an introvert. My twin brother, he's a complete opposite. He's a natural sales guy. He makes friends with anybody off of anything. He can start a conversation. And honestly, I saw a way that I can be less, I was 17 to give myself credit, but self-conscious and care what people think and stuff like that. So I was like, well, shoot, if I'm going to make some good money, build some residual income, start a business, and shed this shyness from me at the same time, I'm all for it. I accepted the challenge. And again, I wasn't going to let my twin brother make a lot more money than me.
And from being an introvert, for those of you, a lot of you guys don't know Eric, in my agency, in almost 15 years of doing this, he is definitely in the top 2, maybe 3 that I've ever worked with that is good at cold prospecting.
And as we don't get as many Spanish leads, not enough to write 36,000 a month consistently. So I was tired of the excuses, and I went out and just straight up, like you said, no leads, cold doors, primarily referrals from that as well. Just went out there and wrote $36,000 training people on how to do it, and to show, hey, look, I even showed him I'm very like literal and like very transparent to try to motivate. And sometimes it doesn't do it. I wish, but look, no leads, 36,000. Don't tell me it can't be done. You're not limited because you speak English. You just don't want to work that hard. And okay, that's fine, but I'll do whatever it takes to feed my family, to make a difference and to get rich. You know what I mean? And most people, honestly, I found out, are not willing to do it. You know what I mean? I thought anybody would do anything to provide something well for the family, but everybody wants to get rich, but no one's willing to put in the work. Not everyone's willing to put in the work.